So a story is that a whole class disappeared. I lost my mom, but that's fine. What are in those tombs that they don't let me see?
I am gonna explain to you.
Look at me, guys. Writing here, attention, real bones. You see this? Welcome to a new travel video and welcome to Malta. Today we are heading to the beautiful and historic city of Rabat, where our adventure will be divided into two very different parts. First, we'll step beneath the streets and explore the mysterious Saint Paul Catacombs, a place filled with centuries of history but also plenty of strange stories. There are tales of people who supposedly disappeared inside the catacombs, stories of exorcism, hidden underground passages, ancient burials, and mysteries that have been passed down through generations. Whether you believe these stories or not, one thing is certain: there is something fascinating about walking through these ancient tunnels and imagining everything that happened here centuries ago. And after exploring the dark side of Rabat, we'll return to the surface and discover one of Malta's most traditional foods, the famous Maltese sandwiches packed with local flavors and perfect for a quick break. Our day starts here in Rabat after a 40-minute drive through some rush hour traffic. So, without wasting any more time, let's begin our journey. Welcome to Rabat, welcome to a new adventure. Today we are in Rabat. We took an Uber that cost around 17 euros. You have to schedule it before because if you catch the rush in the morning when they are going to work, it's not going to come and it will cost a lot of money. For example, when we looked on Bolt, it was around 30 euros and then after Uber 17. So, yes. From Sliema, yes. We are at St. Paul Catacombs. We have already the tickets here. So let's start our trip.
And there apparently the kids or
Disappeared. So a story is that a whole class disappeared, but we do not from there. You go there. How I was saying, one of the most unsettling stories connected to the St. Paul catacombs is the legend of children who supposedly disappeared while exploring the tunnels, never to be seen again. But don't confuse this with the separate stories surrounding the Halsaflieni Hippogame in Paola. Whether true or folklore, these stories add to Malta's underground mystery. We are heading to the catacombs right now. I lost my mom, but that's fine. Okay, catacombs, steps, ramp, and okay. Just looking at the map here. Let's. Oh, so probably I have to go this way, maybe, because they are coming like this. Okay. I'm going to take a selfie with me. No, thank you. No, thank you. I do not want to take a selfie with you. I'm curious where's mom, but I think she was very excited to go to the catacombs and read the history with me, as I'm reading everything and it takes me a while. Oh, there she is at the catacombs, left me all alone.
You know what the catacombs mean to me? I had it. Every time I buy a plot of land in Rabat, I pray I don't find it.
Many people believe these stories are simply folklore passed down through generations to make Malta's ancient underground sites even more mysterious. Others think there could be some truth hidden behind the legends, but with no solid evidence to prove what really happened, the stories remain just that: mysterious tales that continues to fascinate visitors today. So yeah, the catacombs we're going to see are the catacombs where that class disappeared. So let's see where. The St. Paul's Catacombs are one of Malta's most fascinating underground archaeological sites, located just outside the ancient city of Melite, near modern-day Rabat and Mdina. This vast underground cemetery was used from Punic and Roman times and later by Christian communities, with the catacombs remaining in use until around 7th and possibly even the 8th century. But just how many catacombs are there? The entire area contains more than 30 hypogea or underground burial chambers. The main St. Paul's complex itself covers over 2,000 square meters and consists of an interconnected network of passages, tombs, and chambers. Inside, you can even find large stone tables known as triclinia, which were probably used for commemorative meals held in honor of the dead. Today, St. Paul's Catacombs give us a fascinating glimpse into Malta's ancient burial traditions and the island's early Christian history. I found my phone. Took me a while. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, it's empty. So let's not disturb the ghosts. The story of St. Paul's Catacombs doesn't end with the ancient burials. Over the centuries, these underground chambers were forgotten and eventually rediscovered, revealing the clues about the people who once lived on the island. Today, walking through these tunnels feels like stepping back in time, with every passage hiding another piece of Malta's fascinating past. Here are some stairs. You're not allowed to go from here. One fascinating tradition was the funerary meal. Families and friends will gather around stone tables known as triclinia inside the catacombs to remember the person who had died. They will share food and wine together, turning the burial place into a space of remembrance. These meals were not simply about mourning, but also about celebrating the life of the deceased and keeping their memory alive for generations to come. So these circular features are called triclinia. It's rock tables and it was for meals, so for the funerary meals within the cemetery. This room is the deepest section of Saint Paul Catacombs. Oh, and it got dark, bro. Why? It got dark. I hope it's not a horror movie. I really hope it's not a horror movie. So here it's a hall, is the main burial area, as you can see. Main feature is a line of baldachin tombs. Okay. Do I know where I am? Absolutely not. Do I want to see what's there? So dark, yes. And now I have the phone near. You can see? Not really. But it's empty. It's very empty. So here it's a paint. Where is the paint? Oh, no flash. Oopsie. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. Yeah. This paint image is one of the most emblematic in the Maltese catacombs. And where are they? Where is the paint? As you can see, I'm really struggling to find that mural painting. But what I want to say, if you're planning to visit the catacombs yourself, make sure you wear comfortable clothes and proper shoes. The paths can be narrow and uneven, so watch your steps and most importantly, watch your head. This painting image is one of the most emblematic in the Maltese catacombs. It shows a seated figure holding an unidentified object in her hand, and over a cinder object above the figure is an anchor used as symbol of safety by pagans and as a symbol of afterlife by Christians together with fire. And where it is, I don't see it. I'm not seeing the paint. God damn. God damn it. And it's not here either. I don't see the paint. We are at Tomb 3, the other two, this one and that one, you are not allowed to visit. Let's go down, or yes? It's very dark though.
Yeah, should be some light, or I think it's very small. Then that's why.
Oh, look, light.
I think.
Let me see.
Not that sure.
Yeah, oh no.
No.
Here are some. Oh no, that's all.
Yeah.
The cubicum was to bury groups called Collegia Funeratica. It's also down there something. I'm a bit upset that I couldn't find the paint from Saint Peter Tombs. That wasn't my main idea. I wanted to see the paint. Oh, okay. It makes sense. I think I'll have to show again the tickets. I'm not sure. Wee.
I want a plant like that. It's smelling very, very nice.
Yeah, it was smelling?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's good. Okay. It's huge, so you can see that whole part has catacombs underground. This place too. It's full. Oh, and here I think it's also the museum. I'll show the tickets and I'm coming back. To understand the history of Rabat and Mdina, we have to go back thousands of years. The area was originally settled by the Phoenicians and later became an important Roman city known as Melitz. At the time, the settlement was much larger, covering both what we know as Medina and Rabat. During the Middle Ages, the city was gradually divided, with Medina becoming the fortified city and Rabat developing outside its walls. Medina became the home of Malta's nobility and was known as the Silent City, while Rabat grew into an important residential and religious center. Over the centuries, both cities were influenced by the Arabs, the Normans, and later the Knights of St. John. Even today, their streets and ancient buildings preserve layers of Malta's fascinating history. What are in those stones that they don't let me see?
I am gonna explain to you. This might be the tombs where people disappeared. You know, they don't want to take any chance anymore.
Oh my god.
There, something disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh.
So here we have Catacomb 6. That it's Christian. It's a Christian catacomb. 13 steps, no hills, slippery, mind your head, low light. Yeah, I think you low light, but
I don't know about the Christian catacomb really, because there it was saying that.
so you can see the catacomb 6 how big it is. So can you imagine what's under our feet? So we are going together down, or let's try, at least try. Oh my god, it's dark again. And we are not allowed to use flash. I don't understand why. At least let us use the flash. Because those lights aren't helping. That's a really small door. Like, oh my god. I'm gonna. Ouch. Here. The owners of the catacombs extension were also Christian and were not shy to show their religious affiliation. Efforts to link tombs with the curriculum are frequent, showing the importance attributed to this table. You have to go the other way. That one.
It's very small one.
It's a very small one.
Yes, it's a very, very small one.
Okay. Oh yeah. We are there again. What's there? Nothing. I think.
There is another one.
Tomb 7. Where's a Tomb 7?
You go, I'm not gonna go anymore.
Really? Really? Okay. Let's see. Why did I take a dress for this? It's just this, okay. This catacomb was originally considerably large. A number of extensions to it were started but never finished because the rock it was being carved in was made unstable by a number of more friable veins. Yeah, sure. Oh my god, spiders, no. They are deep. It's like a labyrinth. Of course they lost the kids, the classmates. Oh, the class. Ouch. Okay, we are good. We are good for now. Oh, ah.
What?
It came something in my eye.
Now
Uh huh.
go and eat something.
I think we still have to see some. Some, I'm not sure. So here we have Catacomb 8, Catacomb 10 and 20. How many catacombs are here? God damn. I think it's the same. I'm just... Okay, I think here it's where they let you go. Oh, real bones. Never mind. They have bones in those. She's there. They have bones. Real bones. And it's pagan. It they're saying they have real bones. Attention, real bones.
The guys claiming here are bones.
No, I'm not claiming. They are claiming. Don't
Whatever, it's just showing the.
attention, real bones.
Where is the attention is their bones?
Look at me, guys. Writing here, attention, real bones. You see this? This for contains remains 10 people. Here are some 10 people. 10 people are there here. There is still so much more to discover about the people who were buried here. Archaeologists have uncovered human remains from different periods of the catacombs, giving us a glimpse into the lives of people who lived in Malta thousands of years ago. One of the most fascinating discoveries was made in 2013 when archaeologists were investigating the area beneath the planned visitor center. Ground penetrating radar had detected empty spaces beneath the ground, leading to excavations that uncovered previously unknown Punic Roman tombs. As the centuries pass, Medina and Rabat continues to change. After the Arab conquest in the 9th century, Medina was strengthened with defensive walls and a deep ditch, while Rabat remained outside the fortified city. Later, under Norman rule, Medina became an important center of power and administration. When the Knights of St. John arrived in Malta in 1530, Medina gradually lost its political importance as the Knights established their new cities and fortifications around the Grand Harbour. Yet the old city remained home to Malta's noble families. Meanwhile, Rabat continues to grow as an important center of religion and everyday life.
Catacomb.
Yes, we are at Catacomb 10, Tomb 10.
Long night.
And it's Jewish.
Oh, because they have inside menorah inside and the sealed tomb. Chamber with stone door and monolithic leaves. Okay, Eva is gonna go here and you are gonna see that on the vlog.
Of course. Of course. Rabat has another fascinating secret hidden beneath its streets, the Jewish catacombs. Unlike the Christian catacombs, these underground burial chambers give us a glimpse into Malta's ancient Jewish community. The catacombs date back to the late Roman period between the 3rd and 4th centuries AD and are believed to have been used by Jewish families living on the island. Inside, you can find several distinctive burial chambers, including tombs carved directly into the rock and some featuring Jewish symbols. What makes these catacombs especially fascinating is the evidence of Jewish tradition existing alongside to the other cultures and religions of ancient Malta. Today, they stand as an important reminder that Malta's history was shaped by many different communities, each leaving their own mark beneath the island's surface. So that was with the Saint Paul catacombs. We're going to eat something because we're hungry.
Did you tell them you hit your head?
No, no, I think they heard how I'm breaking my head.
Head.
Yeah, my head.
Shop.
No, head.
Shop and exit.
Shop and exit. Shop and exit. Okay, we're going to have breakfast. This is what I was telling you. It was very nice. God rest their soul. And let's see where we're going next. Before going to eat breakfast, I want to speak again about another fascinating side to the story of Rabat and Mdina, and it has to do with how life continued above ground while the dead were being laid to rest beneath it. For centuries, this area was one of the most important centers of Malta, but the ancient city was not simply a place of houses and tombs. It was a complex urban settlement with its own streets, buildings, religious spaces, and communities. Archaeological discoveries around Rabat, including the remains of the Roman domus, have shown us just how wealthy and sophisticated some of the people living here once were. The Roman domus discovered accidentally in 1881 is particularly important because it gives us a glimpse into everyday life during the Roman period. Its beautifully decorated mosaics and architectural remains reveal that the people of ancient Malta were not simply living in a small Mediterranean settlement. Some enjoyed homes with impressive decorations and a lifestyle influenced by the wider Roman world. And while life was developing above ground, the landscape beneath the city was also changing. The catacombs were not isolated monuments, but part of a much larger burial landscape surrounding the ancient settlement. This is important because it helps us understand why there are so many underground chambers around Rabat. The ancient population was growing, and over generations, new burial spaces were created and connected to the older ones. But eventually, the ancient world of Melit began to change. New rulers arrived, new religions became dominant, and the way people lived and buried their dead evolved. The catacombs slowly fell out of use, and many were eventually forgotten beneath the landscape. Above them, Dina continued its own transformation. Its strategic position on the hill made it an ideal place for defense and administration, while Rabat developed around it as a separate settlement. The two places became closely connected, yet each developed its own identity. Today, walking through Medina and Rabat means walking through layers of history with ancient remains beneath your feet and medieval buildings rising above, each revealing a different chapter of Malta's fascinating past. We are in front of Saint Cataldus, which has also catacombs. How I said my question. Just beneath the church of Saint Cataldus in Rabat, you can find another small network of ancient catacombs. The church is dedicated to Saint Cataldus, an Irish bishop and saint who, according to tradition, spent part of his life in Malta. The underground chambers beneath the church are believed to have been used for burials and religious purposes. Unfortunately, we didn't get the chance to explore the catacombs themselves as we only visited the inside of the church, but it was still fascinating to discover what lies beneath. We wanted to have a normal breakfast, uh but we have a huge sandwich.
Really huge.
Some
Sure, you're
coffee.
gonna like it.
I guess so too. After all that exploring, we stopped at Diar il-Bniet Local Deli for some traditional Maltese food. The place was absolutely adorable with such a cozy and welcoming atmosphere, and the food, honestly, everything was delicious. There was so much on our table that we couldn't finish it all, but we definitely enjoyed every bite we managed to try.